Well, amid escalating tensions on the Korean Peninsula, joint U.S. and South Korean maritime drills are underway. They are expected to continue through tomorrow. The exercises come in response to a North Korean bombing drill yesterday. The military flew warplanes near its southern border and launched another pair of ballistic missiles into the sea. So we want to bring in a CBS News contributor, Isaac Stonefish, now with more on this. He is the founder and CEO of Strategy Risks, a research firm that quantifies corporate exposure to China. Thank you so much. I'm really happy that you are here because it's really difficult to figure out how concerned we should be. I feel like you hear sort of, over-the-top language all the time from North Korea. We've seen these tests. But we're looking at what now? It's the 24th weapons test by North Korea this year. How does this compare to other years, and should we be concerned?
Don't think we have to be that concerned. As always for North Korea, the most costs go to the North Korean people. For Americans, the risk is mostly to the 28,000 American troops stationed in South Korea, the troops in Japan, and the possibility of an attack on either South Korea or Japan. But most likely, this is, as North Korea has done in the past, a lot of bluster.
So why are we seeing this bluster now?
It's so hard to know what's going on inside the top levels of the Hermit Kingdom. Yeah. It does seem related to U.S. midterms, North Korea standing up and saying, hey, pay attention to us. China has a very important political meeting in about a week and a half. It's also a reminder to China that, hey, North Korea, don't ignore us. That seems to be the reason. We have the G20 coming up as well. And frankly, North Korea hasn't really been in the international news this way since Trump was president.
That is so true. And so now we see this sort of back and forth, right? North Korea says, we're responding to these drills that we see. And then South Korea and the U.S. says, well, we're responding to the missile tests coming out of North Korea. Back and forth, back and forth. I mean, I guess the concern is that there could be escalation. Or do things just typically just simmer down after a while?
They typically do simmer down. Basically, what North Korea is saying is, we can keep doing this until you pay us. Usually they want some sort of support, aid, a cash payout that they can use to strengthen the regime.
And does that ever happen?
It does, unfortunately.
Really?
And hopefully now, U.S., South Korea, Japan, we have a more conservative president in Japan who was less likely to pay the North Koreans. And hopefully that won't be the way that there's an off-ramp, because when you do that, North Korea realizes, great, this is a fantastic way for me to bring money in.
Right, and then in a few months, we're dealing with this all over again. Speaking of bringing money in, we know that the primary sort of economic supporter, trading partner of North Korea is China. I was thinking to myself, China has a lot on its plate. We know that, they are continuing to look to expand their global influence, often through economic means. Already cozying up to Russia is proving to be a bit of a handful. I would think that China right around now would be able to say, can you just stop that over there, North Korea? Why doesn't China do more to manage North Korea's military expansion?
It's a great question, because another downside is that the more the U.S., South Korea, Japan respond to North Korea, the more they can build up to counter China. Troops you have in the region can focus on China just as well as they can focus on North Korea. So Beijing loves having North Korea as a buffer between democratic South Korea and Japan, and worries that if it pushes too hard, it might lose that buffer. There might be united Korea. You might have U.S. troops on China's border. So this is an unsatisfactory middle, but better than the alternatives.
Isaac, I love having you here because I don't think we talk enough about the nuances, the subtle reasons why things happen in the region the way they do. And that was a great explanation. Thank you very much.